Hi, good morning. How are you doing? I trust you are doing very well. Good to see you again. And how has it been with you? So, today I'll be talking about making God the head of your home. You know, it's good that we know that husbands are the head of the family, but then there is always this overall head who is God. And of course, Bible made us to understand that God is the one that instituted marriage. He made a man and chose a helper for the man. Then he made Eve from the ribs of the man. And I want to tell you something. You cannot function in marriage based on your wisdom, based on your understanding, based on how you have traveled far and near, based on all that you have studied, and based on all you have achieved, without allowing God to be the head of your home. For me, I just have a simple formula where I summarize God as a headship. I see marriage as a triangle. And triangle, of course, it has two pointed side, three pointed side, and three side as well. So when you stand a triangle, one side start pointed to heaven, and the other base on the flat surface. Now, when you want to make God the head of your home, so God is the one at the affair, at the pointed apex that is pointing to heaven, while you and your wife is at the other side, the other pointed that is at the base, then the children will be at the middle. So, if you really want to function successfully, if you really want to have a wonderful marriage, you need to go to the origin, the owner of marriage. You cannot function very well in marriage on what people advises you to do. You cannot function very well on marriage on what you have read. You cannot function very well on marriage on your own knowledge or your mother's advice or your father's advice. But there's the one that knows the past, the one that knows the now, and the one that knows the future. And that person is God. He knows what is best for you at every given time. Your father, your mother might know the past and the now, but they don't know the future. Your siblings might know the past and the now, but they don't know the future. So if you really want to have a wonderful home, if you really want to have a blissful marriage, if you really want to have an awesome place called home, so you need to have God in the center of that home. You need to know that you cannot really love very well without the love of God in your life. It's God that will give you the grace to be able to understand, to be able to let go, to be able to, sweep everything out and let the peace of the Lord do well. So for you to function very well as a married couple, for you to function very well as a happy home, you cannot do that without prayer. That's why the word of God says that what? A family that prays together stays together. Even if you're not in the country, even if you are abroad, you can find a time that is very, very feasible for you and your home to video call just for prayer. Because it's very, very paramount that you make God the head of your home. You stay together, pray together with your spouse. You stay together, pray together with the children. It brings a bond that is above the superficial one material things can give. Because material things will be desired today, and tomorrow it will be gone. Then it will be desired again. You keep on, supplying it. Maybe when it is not enough, there is a challenge. But any bond that is bonded spiritually in align with what the word of God is saying and praying together, it's a bond that can last forever. Even when the wind comes, it cannot shake it. Even when the storm comes, it cannot shake it. Because there is already a foundation, and the foundation is Jesus Christ. So I encourage you today, as you are bonding, as you are growing, as you are marrying, make God the head of your home. Make God the head of your marriage. Let Him be at the helm of affairs. Let all the decisions you are taking be Bible based. Let all the decisions you are taking be spiritually based. Let God be the one to direct you on the action to take. Because human beings can see now, they can see the past, but they will not see the plan that the Lord has for you in the future. So, my dear brothers and sisters, please kindly invite God in your marriages. Make sure that the choices you are making is biblical based. Make sure that the choices you are making is the one that is sound from the place of godliness, from the place of godly factors, I tell people a lot, whenever you want to take a decision that you are confused, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to go about it, bring the Word of God. Place the Word of God side by side. If that choice that you're making does not align with what God says about you in your life, that means it's not a good decision. If you want to leave your marriage, if you want to have extramarital affairs, if you want to make some nasty decisions that you feel like it suits you, bring those decisions, bring those choices, place it side by side. What does the Bible say about this? What did Jesus teach about this? If what you want to do does not align with what the Bible say, with what Jesus teaches about it, then you should not go ahead and do it. Only do what the Bible advises and encourages us to do as righteous people, as children of God. So I wish you well today, and I pray that it's quite early a time for you to make God the head of your home. You could say, oh, beautiful, that God has been the head of your home. You go to church, you do this, but there are decisions you have been taking that are based on self, that are based on a human. All your decisions should be biblically based, not just based on what you want to do. When God is the head of your home, you don't just go ahead and do things the way you want them. You consult Him because He's the head. There's no way you can just do things randomly without consulting the head. So you should be able to do what? Consult God and let Him be the one to lead and to direct you. By so doing, you will see the light of the Lord manifesting in your day-to-day affairs. By so doing, you see the love of God bonding, growing, and guiding you to be a wonderful man, to be a wonderful woman, to be a wonderful husband, to be a wonderful wife, to be a wonderful mother, to be a wonderful father. Once you have, because there is no father like father like Jesus, there is no father like God. Once you have them directing you, once you are living up to the expectation, you see how lovely your home will be. So I encourage you today. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.